So hi everybody, today we're going to go ahead and take a look at this media player. It's Monsterbox X2 Pro 6K Android 12.0. So stay tuned. What we're going to do is go ahead, we're going to open it up, take a look inside, then we'll hook it up, see what it's all about, see what it has to offer. It's time for streaming. So hi everybody, and thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Ring that bell, this way you know when I go ahead and I put up some more videos, especially if you like what you're seeing on today's video or some of my other videos. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for dropping on back in. So Monsterbox sent me this device. I want to thank Monsterbox. I really do appreciate them for giving me this device to go ahead and do a review on. So here it is, Monsterbox X2 Pro, runs 6K, Android 12.0. So let's go ahead. Let's go see what we have here. We have dual band Wi-Fi, 2T, 2R. We have 4 gig of RAM, 32 gigabyte of storage. We also have over the air, so that way you could go ahead and download any type of updates. And then of course you have your gigabyte of Ethernet speed, and also supports H.265 MPEG. Let's go ahead and move around the box and see what else it has to offer. So after turning the box around, there's really nothing much to show you. But let's go ahead now. Let's open it up and see what's inside the box. So once I open up the box and take everything out of its wrapping, you have a nice full-size remote. You have an HDMI cable. You have the device itself, and you have a user manual, and also you have the plug. That way you could go ahead and power it on. Taking a look at the remote, you do have the blue button here, which goes and it operates your TV. And then, of course, you have the red button, which will turn on the device. You have your numbers, so that way if you want to, once you're inside the device, you could go ahead, type in a number for a channel, it'll bring you there. You have a menu button, you have a favorites button, you have a last button, a back button. Of course, you have your directional pad with an OK button or enter button. You have an EPG button. We'll check that out and see what it's all about. You have an info button, and of course you have your home button, and then sub and audio. You do have the channel up and down, volume up and down. You do have a button to go ahead and press. So this way, if you want to speak and talk into it, you can. And of course you have your mute. Then you have 4 other programmable buttons and your shortcut buttons: YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, and Disney Plus. Just remember, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, yes, you have to go ahead and subscribe to it. It is not free. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the device itself. So now looking at the box, it is made of plastic, has our 2 Wi-Fi antennas, and it says Monsterbox on top. In front, it's going to say X2 Pro, and I'm sure when you plug it in, it's going to give you a little digital display, usually of what time it is. Turning it around on one of the sides, you have your micro SD card slot, 2 USB slots, and of course a restore pin. That way if you need to, you go ahead and put a paper clip in there and restore it right back to factory specs. Turning around to the back side here, you have your power port where you could go ahead and plug in the power. You have an IR, you have AV, you have HDMI, Ethernet cable, and you also have your optical line, so you could go ahead and plug in an optical cable. Bringing it around to the other side, you have some more ventilation, and that's all that's on this side. On the bottom, you have some more ventilation, and of course, it shows you the model. It's X2 Pro. It shows you your input, which is 5 volts at 2 amps. Now I'm going to go ahead and hook up the Monsterbox X2 Pro, and let's see what it has to offer. So here it is. The device is booting up for the first time. Nice splash screen, Monsterbox. Give it a few seconds to go ahead and change the screen for us. Comes another splash screen, Monsterbox. They really want you to know that it is their box because of the double splash screens. But I like it. Pretty nice. It's different than some of the other boxes. So now it's asking us to go ahead and set up the remote. So we got to hold down the OK and the volume down button at the same time. Let's give it a few seconds to go ahead and do that. All controls now set up. I'm going to select English. Let me just go ahead and click OK. Well, let's scroll down real fast and you can see some of the other languages that you can go ahead and program this device in. So let's go ahead back up. This way I could go ahead and choose English. English United States. I'm good. I'm going to go click on next. Now, right now, it's detecting my display. So it says the best display for this device for my TV is the 1080p at 60 hertz. Of course, you can change if you want. It's all up to you. Use the directional pad on the right, and it goes to the next step. Now, of course, use your directional pad if you want. You could go ahead and you can scale it. You just have to hit the plus sign and the minus sign to go ahead and scale it. By using a directional pad down, you can bring it up to a larger scale, or directional pad up brings it to a minus scale. As you can see the percentage in the middle. I'm at 100%. I'm good. I like it. Let's go use over to the right. Here it is, Eastern Daylight Time. That's where I am. You could go ahead and choose your time zone that you're in also. Now your next step is how you're going to hook it up. Are you going to hardwire it with the Ethernet cable, or are you going to choose Wi-Fi? Right now, for this purpose of this demonstration for the video, I'm choosing Wi-Fi. Once you get and highlight Wi-Fi, just use your directional pad, go over to the right. You have, of course, a disclaimer notice. Make sure you read through it first. Make sure you agree with it. Okay, once you agree with it, just go ahead and click the OK button, also known as the Enter button on the remote, to move on to the next step. Once you do that, it comes up and says settings complete. You can now start using your box now. Just go ahead and say OK. Or if you figured if you missed something, hit cancel and just go back and go through the steps again. So now here we are on the home screen of the Monsterbox X2 Pro. Coming across the top, you have your apps. You have the Marketplace. You have the Google Play Store. Prime Video. Remember, you need to have a subscription. Netflix, same thing, subscription. YouTube, to sign in. Disney Plus, you need a subscription. Keep coming across. You have your settings. And you have your air screen. And then you have a whole bunch more that you could go ahead and choose from. But the one that everybody always looks for is TV. So here it is. You got to go ahead and click on the first one. Give it a click. Sterling Live. It's going to go ahead and start to install itself and download. After it downloads and installs itself, you want to come back out into your home screen. Come right over to here. Click on it. And Sterling VOD. Video on demand. This is where you get to watch some more live TV and also some movies. Inside the Sterling VOD, you have your movies. You have history. You got help where you could go ahead and find some questions that you may not know what you're doing. It'll help you right here. And of course, you have TV series. Let's go ahead, click that home button on a remote. Come back over. Let's go ahead and click on to the next one, Sterling Ultra. Give that a few seconds to download and install itself. Next you want to do is come back and do Sterling Live Backup. Give that a few seconds to go ahead and download and install itself. Next, once you're back onto your home screen, you can go ahead, if you like, and click on Contact Us. You also, after you do that, come back over, and you can click on the speed test. Give that a few seconds. If you like what you're seeing, click on that like and subscribe button and ring that bell. This way you know when I put up some more videos. Also, I just want to remind you, a lot of things I cannot show you what this box does on this platform. YouTube does not allow it, and they will take the video down. So you'll just have to watch my other platforms that I have. Check it out. I have it in my description down below. With my other platforms, check it out on there, and I can show you everything that this box will do. Here we are. We're doing a speed test, as you can see right now. So let's see what my speed I get right now. I'm doing Wi-Fi. Let's see how fast the box is pulling into my Wi-Fi. 351 down. Let's see what my up speed is. Looking pretty good. Looks like it's going to be around 37 megabytes per second on that. Once that is done, go ahead and click on the home button on your remote. Another thing you can do is go ahead and download Firefox. If you want to use this box to go ahead and surf the web, then go ahead. Firefox. I use it a lot. I like Firefox, not bad at all. I show you how to install it also on some of your other devices. Just check it out and you'll see how to do it nice and easy. But here, not bad at all. One thing I like to do with my devices is go into settings. Then you want to go down to where it says device preferences. Once you do that, come on down, just scroll on down. You can see all the different things that you can do in here. You can restart it, accessibility, a location, a screensaver if you want it, Google Assistant. You can see how much storage it has. Let's just go ahead and click on it. Right here, you can see right now, you're really not using much. And with 32 gigabytes of internal storage, you should be fine. Not bad at all. Go ahead and click that back button. Display and sounds, your inputs, and you'll have the date and time, which you can go ahead and adjust. And about, go ahead and click on about. You can do a system update, but it already has done it. But you can check it now and then if you like. Factory reset. Well, let's scroll on down here. Let's just keep on going down till we get to where the build is. Just click it a couple of times. The one thing I've noticed is that after you click it on a couple of times on the build, it doesn't give you developer options. Go back up to the top here. Here it is, just showing you that you are running Android TV, OS version 12. And again, it shows you the model number, not bad at all. Go ahead and click that home button on our remote. So now back onto the home screen. Let's go ahead and check out what's in the market. Go ahead and click it. Come on over to the right. Here you can see, let's go across some popular apps, third-party apps that a lot of people already know about, but more third-party apps that people like to use, along with this one right here, Downloader, and APK Time. You have some Android apps that you can go ahead and install, a VPN, and you have some extra tools for speed test, and then you can jump right back into settings if you like. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I also want to thank Monsterbox for sending me the X2 Pro. All in all, I like the device, very smooth. Didn't have any buffering issues at all. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Monsterbox X2 Pro. Go ahead and check out my description down below. I'll have a link in there so that way if you like to buy one, you could go ahead and purchase one right from my link in the description. Check out my other channel. This way you could go ahead and see some of the other things I can show you that I'm not allowed to show you here on YouTube, even if I blur it. Thank you for watching. And remember, day or night, it's time for streaming.